Got a big. Definitely a fish right there.
47 here last year.
Yeah, right out here, eh, Dave?
Yeah. Catch this fish? Oh, yes.
Glad you don't hear it.
We got down. Oh, nice, dude.
Show him, Rich.
Yeah, hurry up.
Yeah. Switch spots so we can slide him down. Just take the cover off.
Here, I'll trade you.
Well, as Thin Lizzy once said, Dave, the boys are back in town.
Yes. We got some shenanigans going on.
Oh, Dave has got a nice tiger on the sucker rig. We just pulled up outside of this spot, and we affectionately know it as what, Dave?
Ranger Island.
Ranger Island. Some guys used to own an old Blue Ranger here. They've since sold, but we just know it as Ranger Island. We started way on the outside, and we just pulled up, and I'm like, there's a fish right under us there. Dave and Richie have suckers. I'm running a bulldog, or a pit bull. And right away, Dave's like, we better catch this fish, and there was no messing around. It was like game on. So Dave's gonna grab it. It's a low to mid 40s, but man, is it fat.
Yeah, it's thick.
It's thick. So Dave's gonna bump this one because it's a really nice tiger. So we'll wet the bump board, we'll lay it down. I'm gonna get on the other side of them so we get some nice light on this fish.
Yeah, he's got no length, but he's got shoulders for days.
After he grabs it, Rich, if you wanna switch spots with me, he can dump it out this side. That's a nice one, Dave.
He's got a fucking head on him.
Oh, that's a thick fish.
Is a fat fish.
Look at that yellow mark on him.
45.
45. That is
Look at
a
that,
beauty.
look at that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hold them with your right hand so we get the right view. There you go.
That's a heavy fish.
That fish is the fish that me and Rich caught. I can almost guarantee it.
That is a heavy fish. Like,
Okay, Rich, come up this way.
that is heavy.
That mark right there, I'm pretty sure I've seen that mark.
This side, Dave?
Yep.
Yeah, this is a heavy fish. He's really nice. Oh. And then look at the sucker in him. Oh, and he's into the line. See the sucker in his belly?
Shit, I don't know. That's okay.
Yeah, you can see the sucker high in his throat there.
All right, that's number one. We'll keep going, but I am almost positive that's the fish we've caught. I'm gonna look on the pictures right now just to confirm it. And if it is, I'll add that into the video right
That's
here.
why we do everything the same way.
Yeah.
Get that cheek pattern so we can go back.
Yep. Catch and release just straight up works, guys. The fact that we caught that fish in 2019, 2020 in almost the identical spot on a sucker, and then 4 years later to catch it within about 50 yards of that spot is absolutely amazing. And when we go back and look at the times and see that it's like just after 2 o'clock, and then David caught around 12:30, 1 o'clock, all early afternoon. My dogs are running around with my brother's dogs out at our cabin here. That's probably what you heard. But it's a testament to the fact that catch and release really, really works, guys. Safe handling and getting those fish back in a timely manner, and knowing that in a lot of cases these fish go back to the same spots, the same time of year. It's incredible what these fish do. I don't like to always put the spotlight on us. I always try to make it about, you know, you out there, the audience. But to see this kind of stuff for us, it's very, very rewarding, guys. It's probably more rewarding than Dave catching that fish. When we sat down here a few nights ago and looked back at those pictures, we all had smiles to know that all three of us caught that same fish, and it's still there for my daughter, my wife, or one of my friends to catch. Absolutely amazing. So guys, practice safe handling, catch, photo, and release. Let's get all those fish back, and we can change the future of musky fishing for the better.
Where is he? Oh, I'm wondering if it's because of that fucking term. You think? There he is. He's on. Walk him up here, Rich. Oh. Oh! Oh, can you walk him up here? Eh? Here, come through the boat. That might be able to just want to keep away from him. Yeah, I can't really move the boat. Oh, stay away from my rod. Just kick it forward, Rich. Oh, you're in there. Oh, that's a big.
All right, so we've been seeing fish moving around. I come around that corner probably a little bit tighter, thinking that we usually sit further out but cast up there, thinking, oh, maybe our suckers will run that edge. But Rich suggested we were running a little too tight.
Clear?
So we just kind of drifted off the edge of it, and then right away it was like on. There was no mistaking what was going on there. And turns out it's gonna be a nice fish. It's gonna be close to 45-ish again. We're gonna bump it because it is pretty nice one.
On the side or what?
Just hit the top button, it'll come on, Dave.
Ah, he might be a little less.
A little less than we're thinking. All right, let's get her on the bump board, Rich.
Somebody's fingernail?
That's my kids. Oh, that's chunky fish too.
Yeah.
Not quite as long as I thought it was gonna go. 42.5, but he's chunky, thick. Oh, he's got a big mark on his edge there. Nice one though, Rich.
Yep. A jumper.
He was a jumper.
There he goes.
At all. Took right off.
All right, we're gonna make a decision here on whether we're gonna go back up this or we're gonna make a move. We'll take a few minutes and figure out, and we'll be right back. Like swirling around this island.
Still there, yeah, fish here, boys. He's on, yeah. Yeah, he's on. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, there we go.
I think we're caught together.
Just let yours free spool then, Rhett.
No, maybe we're not. Oh yeah, we are.
Yeah, me too. See you late there.
Hey!
Okay.
All right, Dave, what you gonna do there?
I'm wetting the bump board.
All right.
Because we got another tiger.
So Dave's got another tiger, and we're actually gonna take a second here and kind of show you how to safely handle a squirrely tiger.
Oh yeah, this will go bad. You're gonna end up bleeding now. You jinxed it.
Put that back there. You lose your sucker too, Rich?
No. Let's swim in. Get it soaked.
Not as big as the last one, but it's nice and thick again.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Real nice one.
This is a pretty.
And how deep we fishing, Rich?
Oh, right around the 30 feet.
30 footers.
40 right now.
Yeah, we drifted out a bit. All right, so Dave's gonna reach in. And because Dave's got a lot of experience doing this, he's gonna make a mockery of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up bleeding and I'm gonna splash it. We're not gonna get anything.
So he's gonna reach under with his right hand and get right up in that crease under the gills. And of course, tigers are always a little more aggressive. So yeah, he's got her right up underneath there.
Yeah, away we come.
All right, we'll get her laid down on the bump board. We wet the bump board down.
41 almost.
40, just a tick under 41. We'll call it 41.
Fat little guy, eh?
Yeah. Just angle yourself that way, kneel that way so I don't have Rich in the background.
Fuck, am I kneeling on? Oh.
Nice.
Got belly full of sucker. Yeah, there he goes. Ooh, that's a big old catwalk.
Well, David, what say you, Tiger Slayer?
I see that's two tigers 3 hours apart
Yep,
on the exact same piece of
the
structure.
exact same piece of structure. So we're gonna ride this out. We're almost ready to change up tactics because we're not seeing them schooled up that we'd like.
So we were thinking about maybe trying a trolling run. I don't know if we're gonna. Now might be the time.
Well,
Yeah, I'm a little tangled up here.
Rich got some issues at the back of the boat. They sound personal though, so we won't worry about that. But we're gonna just keep riding the suckers out. We got 3 now. There's no harm in running them if we don't get anything. That's fine, we got a good day.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong
So-
with 3 fish.
We're gonna keep working this spot, and then we're gonna probably hit 1 more spot before we're out of here.
2.
2 more spots. Dave says 2, we'll hit 2. But we're gonna get reset, we'll be back. All right guys, in full disclosure, Dave, Richie, and I stayed at my cabin on the Saturday night, sorry. We went out Sunday, and it was a completely different story. We were fishing the same type of stuff, seeing fish in deep water. I had one on, it got off. I'll include that clip right here. Not much to see. It had T-boned the sucker, but it just didn't happen. So I'm not gonna do a full-on breakdown because for us, this was not typical sucker rig stuff for us. We weren't seeing the bait moving up into the shallows. They're not pre-staging for their spawn. Post-turnover, the bait was still down pretty deep. The muskies were down deep with them. We were able to kind of contact them. But on Sunday, if we drug suckers for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, we had 1 rip, and of that whole time, we probably had suckers or muskies on our suckers more than half the time on the live scope. They wouldn't eat. There's no amount of live scope or any technology that's gonna make that muskie hit that sucker. So for us, looking back on the weekend, yeah, it was a success. The catch and release part for us was the big takeaway. And like this says here, guys, you got to practice what you preach. There's a lot of people in the musky industry that preach a whole host of things publicly, privately, and a lot of people unfortunately don't follow through on what they tell people to do. We've been huge on safe handling, catch, photo, release. We don't even take photos, guys. Honestly, we take a screenshot from our GoPro to try and keep that process quick. And we try to lead by example as much as we can. Are we human? Do we make mistakes? Of course we do. Have we had instances in the past where I wish we would have did things differently? Of course, we are human. We fail, we make mistakes, but we want to own up to them and try and be better moving forward. Fall musky fishing is arguably our favorite time of year. We haven't had as much time to do it the past couple of years, especially sucker rating. Suckers have been hard to come by. We have a pretty good supply this year, but our schedules are such that they don't really allow us to get as much time as we'd like. So we'll maximize what we can. And just to touch on the catch and release thing, I'm going to be dropping a video where I talk to Dr. Sean Landsman, biologist down out of Carleton University. That's going to drop in a week or two if you're watching this in real time. If you're not watching it in real time, I'll try and include a link here after I post that. So just stay tuned for that, guys, where we talk about catch and release and identifying fish and some cool technology that may be on the not too distant horizon. So I'm going to leave it at that. But guys, when you're out there catching muskies, try to always hold it, especially a tiger, hold it the same way. If you're a left-handed holder, hold all your tigers that way so you can get that cheek pattern. And that's usually the most distinctive part on a tiger. And any other muskies, try and hold them the same way. I'm guilty of just kind of grabbing whatever because I guess we've caught so many that we're not super concerned with the muskies, but the tigers, because they're so recognizable, it's really cool to go back and try and look and see if we've seen these fish before. And I'll just kind of leave it at this, guys. The one spot there, Dave's like, we caught a 47 here last year. Check out this video right here, which was later in the fall. Dave got a 47. I believe that's the day I got one on the quad dog. We had an absolutely amazing day out there. And those are the kind of memories that we try to make at 54 Bus. So for now, 54 Bus is out of here. We'll catch you guys out on the water later.